China is a world where 5,000 years of tradition collide with futuristic megacities. A place so massive, so diverse, and so culturally complex that even locals sometimes get surprised by their own customs. But beneath the economic power, skyscrapers, ancient temples, and world-famous cuisine lies a universe of strange cultural habits that outsiders rarely understand. Today, we dive into the most shocking, unusual, and fascinating cultural practices you will only find in China. Let's begin our journey into a world where silence can be suspicion, crowds move like oceans, ancestors watch from the walls, and entire villages can vanish and rebuild overnight. The culture of mass gatherings. China's population is so large that crowds are not just normal, they are a daily way of life. Malls, parks, restaurants, and public squares fill with people from morning until late night. But the strange part is how organized and synchronized these crowds can be. In many Chinese parks, you'll see massive groups dancing together in perfect coordination. This is called guangchang wu, or square dancing. It is mainly led by middle-aged and elderly women. Tens of thousands of groups around the country dance at the same time every evening. Some use speakers so loud that entire neighborhoods hear them. This culture began as a form of community bonding, but today it's a movement so powerful that there are competitions, official uniforms, and even conflicts between dancers and residents annoyed by the music. Still, the dancers remain unstoppable, turning public parks into open-air stages every single night. The culture of superstitions. Superstition in China is not a small thing. It affects architecture, business, weddings, funerals, and even which phone number people buy. The most famous example is the fear of the number 4. In Chinese, 4 sounds like death, so people avoid it at all costs. Elevators may skip the 4th, 14th, and 24th floors entirely. Buildings may go from floor 39 to 50 just to avoid a cursed number. On the other hand, the number 8 is considered extremely lucky because it sounds like wealth. People pay enormous amounts of money to get phone numbers full of 8s. Beijing's Olympic ceremony started at exactly 8:08 p.m. on 8/8/2008 for this reason. Colors also carry deep meanings. Red equals happiness and luck. White equals death, funerals and ghosts. Gold equals power and status. Black equals misfortune. These beliefs might seem strange to outsiders, but they shape modern China in surprising ways. The culture of face, mianzi. One of the most important and often misunderstood concepts in China is face, known as mianzi. It is a cultural idea that represents reputation, dignity, and how others see you. Losing face is one of the worst things that can happen, while giving face is a sign of respect. This cultural rule affects everything. People may say yes even when they disagree. Criticizing someone in public is seen as a major insult. Gifts may be refused multiple times before being accepted to show humility. People may avoid confrontation to protect relationships. Face is the invisible currency of Chinese society. It affects business deals, friendships, workplace behavior, and even family interactions. The culture of communal eating. Chinese people rarely eat alone. Food is a social event, not just a meal. Big round tables with rotating lazy Susans make sharing food easier. The idea is that everyone eats together, shares dishes, and connects emotionally. But here's the strange part. People will fight, literally, to pay the bill. Being the one who pays shows generosity and gives face. Sometimes both parties try to grab the bill at the same time, leading to arguments that confuse foreign visitors. There are also rules for chopsticks. Never stick them upright in rice. That resembles funeral incense. Never tap them on the bowl. That's what beggars do. Never cross them. It symbolizes bad luck. Meals in China follow ancient traditions, even in modern cities. The culture of gift-giving. Gift-giving in China is full of hidden meanings. You can't give clocks, white flowers, umbrellas, or shoes because they represent funerals, separation, or bad luck. Books are also avoided in some regions because the word for book sounds like loss. If someone gives a gift, you should refuse it politely at least twice before accepting. You should never open the gift in front of the giver. That seems greedy. You must use both hands to give and receive. Even wrapping colors matter. Red wrapping paper symbolizes good fortune. White or black are funeral colors. Gold is reserved for weddings and big celebrations. The culture of extreme family involvement. In China, family is everything, but not in the Western sense. Chinese families are deeply involved in decisions such as marriage, finances, jobs, and even where you live. Parents may interview potential spouses. They may ask blunt questions like, "How much do you earn? Do you own a house? What are your parents' jobs? When will you have a baby?" In parks like People's Park in Shanghai, parents gather on weekends to arrange marriages for their adult children, without the children being present. They exchange resumes, photos, and personal details to find suitable matches. This practice is called the marriage market, the culture of ancestor worship. Ancestor worship is a deeply rooted tradition in China. Many households have ancestral altars with incense, food offerings, and photos of deceased family members. During festivals like Qingming, families visit graves to clean them, burn paper money, and send items to the afterlife. People burn paper replicas of houses, cars, phones, clothes, even servants. According to tradition, these items reach ancestors in the spirit world. This ancient practice remains common even in huge modern cities. The culture of strange street foods. China's food culture is one of the world's richest, but also one of the strangest. Western visitors may be shocked to find street stalls selling chicken feet, duck tongues, pig snouts, fried scorpions, silkworm pupae, stinky tofu, century eggs, whole steamed frogs. But in China, these foods are normal. Nothing is wasted, and each part of the animal has its own cooking style. Stinky tofu is especially famous. It smells like trash, but tastes like heaven, according to locals. The culture of no personal space. China's population density creates a unique culture around personal space. While Western cultures value privacy and distance, China is comfortable with close physical proximity. People may stand inches away in lines, squeeze into elevators, sit extremely close in trains, or push gently in crowded areas. This is not rude. It's simply survival in a massive population. Lines in China also follow a flow rather than a strict order. Cutting the line is sometimes normal depending on the region. The culture of naps anywhere. Chinese workers often take naps at desks, in chairs, on buses, or even on restaurant tables. Known as xiuxi, this practice is completely normal and socially accepted. People nap on sidewalks, office floors, supermarket counters, school desks, construction sites, park benches. There is even a belief that a midday nap improves productivity and health. The culture of strange health practices. Traditional Chinese medicine has roots thousands of years old. While many treatments are globally respected, others are unusual to outsiders. Cupping therapy leaves large purple circles on the skin. Gua sha involves scraping the skin until it turns red. Ear candling is used to remove impurities. Drinking hot water is believed to cure nearly everything. Some people wear pajamas outside in certain regions because it's comfortable and part of local habit. The culture of saving face in business. Chinese business culture is unique. Meetings often begin with tea, small talk, and polite compliments. Being direct or aggressive can be seen as disrespectful. Business cards must be given with both hands and examined carefully. Negotiations are slow, careful, and full of indirect communication. Contracts are not always final. Relationships matter more than papers. Many foreign companies fail in China because they misunderstand this cultural rule. The culture of firework obsession. China invented fireworks more than 1,000 years ago, and they still use them more than any country on Earth. During Chinese New Year, entire cities explode into non-stop fireworks for hours. The tradition is meant to scare away evil spirits. In villages, fireworks celebrate weddings, store openings, funerals, birthdays, and even business deals. But the strange part is this: different fireworks have different meanings, and people know which ones fit each event. The culture of extreme regional identities. China is not one culture. It is thousands of cultures held together under one nation. Each region has its own food, dialect, customs, beliefs, and personality. People from Sichuan are known for spicy food and fiery tempers, Guangdong for seafood and business, Beijing for formality and tradition, Shanghai for fashion and finance, Yunnan for ethnic diversity, Xinjiang for Central Asian influences, Tibet for spiritual culture. These differences are so intense that traveling inside China feels like moving between entirely different countries. The culture of children as family investments. In China, children are considered symbols of family success. Parents invest heavily in education, tutoring, and extracurricular activities. Children may attend night classes, weekend school, summer academies, private tutors, music lessons, art schools, math competitions. Academic success is so important that families sometimes relocate to cities with better schools. The culture of elderly fitness. Chinese parks are filled with elderly people exercising early in the morning. They practice Tai Chi, sword dancing, fan dancing, or slow meditative movements. Some use stone paths that massage the feet. Others slap their bodies to improve blood circulation, according to traditional beliefs. This culture is so strong that China has some of the healthiest elders in the world. The culture of street choreography. In many cities, huge groups gather at night to practice synchronized dancing, aerobics, or martial arts. These groups create their own routines, music, and uniforms. Entire neighborhoods recognize each group's identity. The culture of fortune-telling. Even in modern China, fortune-telling remains extremely popular. People consult fortune-tellers for weddings, business openings, buying a house, having children, moving dates, major life decisions. Fortune-telling is based on ancient beliefs like feng shui, zodiac signs, and face reading. The culture of surveillance acceptance. China's surveillance system is one of the largest in the world. Cameras cover nearly every street, but the strange part is this: most Chinese citizens feel safer because of it. They see cameras as protection rather than invasion. This cultural attitude is shaped by the value placed on stability and order. Conclusion: China is a land of ancient traditions, complex social rules, and deeply rooted beliefs that shape everyday behavior. From ancestor worship to endless fireworks, from communal dancing to unusual foods, from strict family involvement to superstitions that guide entire cities, China is a world unlike any other. If you enjoyed this deep dive into China's strangest cultural habits, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a journey into the world's most fascinating cultures.